Every time the economy wobbles, it seems the same people go broke, the same businesses shut down, and the same sad stories repeat themselves. But why? Does the crisis hit everyone with the same intensity? Or is there actually a pattern, a set of behaviors, habits, and decisions that determines who sinks and who comes out stronger? In this video, we're going to break down the profiles most vulnerable during times of recession. You'll discover who gets hit first, why it happens, and most importantly, how to avoid being one of them. Get ready. What you're about to see might completely change the way you deal with money, and maybe even save your financial future. Group 1, the compulsive spenders, living as if tomorrow will never come. The first group to sink when the economy takes a downturn is the compulsive spenders. These are people who, instead of using a raise to strengthen their financial base, see it as an opportunity to upgrade their lifestyle, and do so disproportionately. Let's consider a realistic example. An engineer gets a raise and starts earning $10,000 a month. Immediately, he decides to trade his car for a $160,000 model, rents a bigger apartment, starts dining out more often, buys brand-name clothes, and takes on new monthly expenses. His mindset is, now I can. And if something goes wrong, I'll just cut the luxuries. Sounds simple, but it's not. When a crisis hits, and it always does, income disappears faster than fixed expenses can be adjusted. The rent remains. The car payment remains. The bills and obligations keep coming as if nothing changed. Then comes the collapse. The core mistake isn't the desire for a better life. It's the failure to build a foundation before reaching for the top. Your lifestyle must always be below your actual income, not right at the edge. Only then will there be room to prepare for the inevitable storms. Group 2, the misled savers. When saving isn't enough, saving money is a virtue, right? Yes, but only if done strategically. Many people are misled into thinking that just saving money guarantees stability. But what if that money isn't enough? Or worse, poorly allocated? Imagine a salesperson who managed to save $7,000 over several months. He feels safe, he's debt-free, lives simply, and believes he can handle any setback. Then the market changes. He gets laid off. The economy slows down. Job offers vanish. Within 2 or 3 months, his savings no longer cover the basics: rent, food, transportation. The feeling of safety turns into desperation. Most recessions last 9 to 12 months. Having a 3-month emergency fund is like trying to cross a desert with a single water bottle. To be truly protected, you should have 8 to 12 months' worth of your expenses saved in a liquid, secure emergency fund. On top of that, any money beyond the emergency fund should be wisely invested in diversified, inflation-protected assets. Saving alone isn't enough. You must plan for the worst, even when things are going well. Group 3, the chronically indebted, living in the red until collapse. You've heard the saying, credit is the oxygen of consumption. That's true. But during a crisis, that oxygen can turn into smoke. Debt, when used wisely, can be helpful. But when it becomes a habit, it turns into a trap. Many people live with budgets suffocated by loans, credit cards, and financing, all to maintain the appearance of prosperity. Now imagine what happens when interest rates rise, unemployment climbs, and credit access tightens. What used to be a manageable payment turns into an unbearable snowball. In the 2008 financial crisis in the U.S., millions lost their homes because they believed real estate prices would only go up. Here in Brazil, interest rates are even harsher. and defaulting has fast, severe consequences. The only safe way out is to avoid debt. And if you're already in it, the priority is to eliminate the most dangerous ones, especially those tied to essential assets. Refinancing to buy time only makes sense as part of a solid exit strategy. Otherwise, it just delays the collapse. Group 4, the financial daredevils, when risk becomes Russian roulette. Taking risks is part of building wealth, but there's a fine line between boldness and recklessness. Some people go all in on a promising cryptocurrency, invest in a startup stock, or throw money into miracle business ideas. At first, it might work. The profits come quickly, confidence grows, and the investor doubles down. Then the crisis hits, the market crashes, the asset disappears, and their entire wealth turns to dust. No savings, no diversification, no liquidity. The mistake isn't taking a risk. It's failing to balance risk with safety. A healthy portfolio needs balance. Some daring investments, yes, but also solid, predictable, and liquid assets. The secret isn't to avoid risk, it's to tame it. Group 5. The asset-rich but cash-poor. Wealthy on paper, broke in practice. Owning property, land, businesses, or cars might look like financial stability. But in practice, it can be the opposite. When all your wealth is tied up in hard-to-sell assets, you fall into an invisible trap. Lack of liquidity. Imagine an investor with multiple rental apartments. Under normal conditions, things go well. He has passive income and feels secure. But then the crisis comes. Tenants delay payments or move out. Maintenance costs continue. And to make things worse, selling property during a recession means accepting offers well below market value. You can't pay for groceries with a property deed, and your electric bill won't wait for your apartment to sell. Having assets is important, of course, but it's essential to keep part of your wealth in accessible forms. Liquidity isn't a luxury, it's survival. Group 6, the ultra-specialists, trapped by their own expertise. Being a specialist can be a huge advantage, but depending on a single skill, a single role, a single industry, is a massive risk. Think of a tech professional who masters a very specific programming language used only by niche companies. When the market is strong, he's in high demand with great income. But if that sector crashes, he's left without clients, without adaptation, without options. The world changes fast. Technology, the market, and career trends are constantly shifting. What's highly valued today may be irrelevant tomorrow. The solution? Become a lifelong learner, develop new skills, broaden your scope, stay adaptable. Adaptability is the real professional insurance. Group 7, the prepared, quietly thriving. Finally, there's a silent group. They don't show off, don't attract attention, but they survive and even grow during crises. They are the prepared. These individuals live below their means, have solid savings, avoid debt, diversify income sources, and invest wisely. They're not afraid of the future, but act in the present as if it were uncertain, because it is. During a crisis, they don't panic sell assets. On the contrary, they buy while prices are low. They seize the opportunities that desperate people can't. They are proof that wealth isn't about earning a lot. It's about maintaining, growing, and withstanding. They have structure, and because of that, they have freedom. Crises aren't fair, but they're not random either. They expose. They reveal hidden mistakes. They destroy those who were deluded and reward those who were prepared. If you want to be on the side that weathers storms, start now. Review your lifestyle. Assess your risks. Build your emergency fund. Avoid debt. And above all, develop adaptability. Those who prepare today harvest peace tomorrow. If you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, subscribe to our channel. Let's move forward together on this journey of financial wisdom and building a safer, more prosperous future.